We tune into our favorite radio stations, and we're always sure to watch our favorite television shows. Well, it's Tuesday, and it's time to tune into you. I am Guru Nishan, and this is your weekly source for learning how to light yourself up and turn yourself on with mind, body, and breath technology to handle the pressure of modern times.
Well, hello. Welcome to this week's version of the Tune Into You Tuesday live broadcast with me, Guru Nishan. Thank you so much for tuning into you and tuning into me. This week, I want to spend some time wrestling with some deep-seated fears. Oftentimes, we have an internal record that's playing within us, and it so deeply penetrates and maneuvers our life that we don't know that it's actually what's running and creating the fabric of our everyday existence. So when we start to slow our mind down and we start to practice and meditate regularly, we start to tap into these deep-seated pulses that are getting us to act, to do, to constantly have a need to produce or create something. And sometimes these pulses aren't led from a place of our own sense of purpose, but they're led from a really deep-seated belief system around our own worth, of needing to take action, to do something, to solve something, to produce something. And they're oftentimes connected to very old fears. So one of the best practices we can do is get into a place of stillness within ourselves so we can actually practice hearing the inner pulses that are guiding our need for action. Because what we want to do is we want to unwind or unpack those impulses so that we can make sure that the actions we take in our life are coming from our own internal center, our own center of purpose. By cultivating and strengthening our third chakra, our willpower, we ground ourselves or root ourselves into our own sense of purpose versus being commanded by these pulses of fear of who we would be if we don't do something. So it's acting from fear versus acting from a place of willful purpose. So today's practice can be done for a longer period of time. You can do it for 3 minutes, you can do it up to 11 minutes, you can do it even for longer, but it's a really, really great practice for cultivating stillness, okay? So the left hand we're going to put on the heart, and the fingers are pointing over to the right, and the thumb is just relaxed, the fingers are together. The right hand is the index finger and thumb are touching, and we're making like an OK sign, and it's off to the right side of our body. We're going to inhale deeply and slowly through the nostrils. You're going to suspend the breath just a little bit, and then smoothly exhale and release all of the breath as completely as possible. Then you're going to lock the breath out for as long as possible. So again, you're inhaling deeply, you're holding the breath for as long as possible, and then you're going to exhale smoothly and completely through the nose, and you're going to hold the breath out for as long as possible. Okay, and we're just going to continue with this rhythm, holding the breath in as long as possible, holding the breath out as long as possible, and make sure that the in-between breaths are as smooth as possible. Okay, eyes are closed, and let's begin. Suspend the breath, tongue to the roof of the mouth, no tension in the jaw or the shoulders or the face. Just hold the breath smoothly and easily, floating on the top of the breath. When you absolutely have to exhale, you exhale smoothly and completely through the nostrils, letting all the breath out, empty the lungs. At the bottom of the breath, hold the breath out. At the top of the inhale, holding the breath in, no tension in the body, just float on the breath. Inhaling, suspending the breath. Exhaling completely, suspending the breath. Keep the breath smooth. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Through the nose, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Suspend the breath. And exhale. Relax the posture. Take a few soothing breaths to bring yourself back. So what did you notice with that breath? Oftentimes, for a lot of us, the inhale or the exhale, holding one of them out, is easier than the other one. So which one did you find was more challenging? Which one did you find brought up fears when you were holding it for an extended period of time? Did you find this internal chaos or commotion start to take place? The power of this practice is when that internal commotion starts to happen, you notice it, you observe it, and that you just maintain the simplicity of just holding that space. So we're training the nervous system to handle chaotic situations without needing to engage ourselves in them, to notice them, to observe them, to be present to them, and yet not diving into them and making them our personal responsibility. So I hope you enjoyed that practice. I'd love to hear from you, hear how it went for you, and what stuff came up for you. And if you are just learning about the Tune Into You Tuesday broadcast, my name is Guru Nishan, and you can check it out always every Tuesday right here at this station. So be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also go over to my website at gurunishan.com and subscribe to my updates, weekly updates, as well as my daily doses of sunshine if you like a little daily inspiration. And I look forward to connecting with you further. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Sat Nam.